Yo, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Oscar Wants to Know. I know last couple episodes I've been talking about, a little bit of an experience that I had a couple years back when when I had went back to the motherland and having to explain to you guys a little bit of what it is to be a fucking immigrant and not be a part of something, and not as an individual, but as a whole. I know that not everything comes easy. Everything's a challenge in and of itself in general. Um, I guess what I want to talk about today is just about how much I learned from all those people who I gave my heart wholeheartedly, and the end result of that. We all live and learn, right? Some of us learn through all sorts of different ways. Some of us are physical. Some of us are just visual. Um, and it is hard sometimes to understand what the fuck we're trying to do, especially when we don't have any guidance in any way, shape, or form when it comes to things like love. Love is is an essence. It is something that we, I guess, create. We create. How do we create it, or how do we make it? How do we know what love is? When love is love? How are we all blindsided by a lot of the things that we think it's for us, but in reality, it's not for us. It's just it's there to teach us something. What exactly is it trying to teach us? What's it trying to teach me? What am I what am I missing? What am I not seeing? What am I not understanding? I do everything wholeheartedly. I feel like wholeheartedly as I can be. Um, I I know I fall from short so much short from grace when it comes to God because because He has laid out everything out for us. He laid out this map or this plan of what we ought to be doing, but we're not doing it. That makes sense. I mean, yes, I understand that we have to go back into the Bible and read and read and read, and not just solely in on my understanding, but what the Lord is trying to tell me. Uh, I don't know. I guess that me trying to find my way, some shape, fucking form, or I don't even know half the shit that I'm talking about, and it just comes out. It sucks to say that, maybe not suck, right? But I'm just a blue collar worker, yo. I'm just another ordinary fucking dude that came here with some fucking kind of fucking dream that I didn't even know about because I wasn't living off of my dream. I'm always lived off of everybody else's. I always went. I always went. I always went left instead of right. And what I mean by that is that I went on my own trying to figure this shit out. But all the tools are right there. They're all laid out in front of us. I've been having conversations with a lot of good close friends lately, and am I blinded by my ego? Do I even have an ego? I don't think I did. I mean, my ego boosted when I was in the streets. When I'm around in these motherfucking streets, yo, like, why is my ego boosted up to the level that it's I don't feel like it's in impenetrable or unbreakable in any way, right? But it's like, yo, I'm doing something, not just for me. I'm doing it for some fucking reason. What am I? What is my? No question is a stupid question. But what am I paying for? What am I paying for? I still continue to look for that answer. Will I ever find it? Probably have already found it. I just never really looked at it like that, in that perspective. But what I'm trying to get at, yo, is that that despite all my downfalls, all my losses, either coming from friendships, relationships, with relatives, my own folks, my own siblings, um, you just sit back and wonder a lot of things. I personally sit back and wonder a lot of things. You know, um, it's crazy to sit here and think that for some reason, shape or form, people had the idea that I was perfect, or that I'm perfect. But I don't think an inch or ounce of my blood have ever said those kind of words. You know, lately I don't know. I came across this video where they talk about how when we think of somebody, it triggers us, but in reality, it's called something else. Illuminate, I believe. And what that is basically any memory that we think of from the past that brings a smile to our face is actually bringing us a little bit of dopamine that we didn't know we had. So I can sit here and tell you that I have so many memories of every part of existence that I could ever think of. Everything. From my walking with the Lord, my walking away, in the sense of not following through with it, my my sense of ideology, of my sense of my persona, me, who am I? I think I lost that a long time ago, simply because of how I had to live. If that makes sense. to some of you guys. I mean, imagine having to live a double life for a long time, not because you wanted to, but because you had to. Because you had to, like myself, right? Like, I've shared my story with you guys, telling y'all know that I'm a part of this DACA shit, but there's things in my background that won't let me pursue that still, or I'm just making up an excuse for it. But at the moment, I'm making the moves that I need to do to get that shit settled. But I want to do it not with any help, because I would love it if it was offered. But at the end, I'm a self-resilient individual that I have to come up with the fucking plan and the answers before before the problem is even brought up. Whatever obstacle course that you guys, the world has, and that is presented in front of me, I feel like I should have a solution for everyone's fucking problem, but I can't. Because everybody's fucking problems are different. You know? It's like, as I sit in this little playground, I guess I'm here to just, for a different vibe, different environment than my normal stuff, right? But I feel being in this fucking little spot is me being, it's nostalgic, in the, in the sense that my inner child just wants to be free and just jump around and do whatever and not have any control of whatever happens. Mind you, I've had bad experiences in the playground though. Two that I can fucking really remember. Maybe three. Man, maybe four. If I really, really want to put them into that, right? Like four. The first one, I got pushed out of the fucking top of the slide and I fell. I fell. Not. I wasn't pushed intentionally. It was an accidental type shit. We were kids. It happened in school, and I got, I got, I got like kicked, you know. And I fall from the top of the thing and I land on my chest. Talk about the wind getting knocked the fuck up out of you, yo. That shit hurt. That shit hurt. But what did I learn from that? Just always be on guard, because anything can happen. And yeah, I'm a child though when this shit happened, but I still remember it because it happened to me. Um, what's another one? Oh yeah, I'm on the south side, across from the fucking library at this little fucking. I forgot the name of the park. Liberty? No, 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 it wasn't Liberty. It was called. Fuck if I remember it. But anyways, kitty corner from the M&M market. And I remember a friend of mine. We were at the top of the slide, the swirl, the downward swirl, and we were jumping to see how far we can jump. I beat him all right. But guess what? I came out of that shit. I came out with a fucking. I want to say I broke my fucking my ankle. I just never got it medically looked at. But I was on. I had a little fucking pin, a little cane that my grandfather had given me. Or was that after? I think that was after. There was another incident where I fucked up. Yeah, see, I'm telling you, man. I have so many fucking stories I can tell you guys of me being in these streets that you'd be like, what the fuck, man? You was always hurting yourself. But at the same time, like I said, like what is my fucking purpose in this fucking life? Because like I mentioned to you guys last time, when I came across that intersection and my homeboy Alex came by, that shit was that corner years prior, I had fell on my face. I fell on my fucking left side of my face and I had the biggest scar on my face. It was the summer of 5th grade. I remember that. I was transitioning from my 4th grade into my 5th grade with my first fucking male teacher, which was Mr. Jimenez. And I hope he's doing well, cause that man, I'm telling you, that man put some words of wisdom in our heads. You know, you sit back and you think about them, you remember them, you reflect on what he said. And that's what I do with him. I reflect on the shit that he said. Because it makes sense now. And, and all because I was on a rush to go to fucking soccer practice. I'm not the best soccer player, never have, never was. But I give it 110%, 100% all the time. And all my friends know that. I can't run fast as hell, be agile, but I can center you some fucking balls, man. I can tell you that much. I can center you some fucking good ass fucking curvature, add headers or kickers or whatever you want to say. Because I know when we used to play at this Shiloh Park a couple years back too, with a bunch of us, you know, we remember. I mean, I'd fuck around, just shoot for the shit, just shoot the shit for it, and motherfuckers would be like, that was good. You know what I'm saying? But but that corner though, like I was saying, it already had a memory for me. It had a traumatizing memory because I fell on my face and I got disfigured and shit for a couple of years. Um, like it's funny, like it's fucking crazy. But at the same time, that spot, why that spot? Why that corner? Why that intersection? Why did I run into people at the right time when shit happened, or stuff that nature? Because when I fell on my face as a kid, I wasn't by myself. I was with my best friend, and then our other two friends from the same neighborhood were right behind us. But these motherfuckers was going to the library. Yeah, nothing to do with the fuck we were going on. We were they were on their own shit, their own little mission, and I was on mine and my home, and Luis's mission and shit, going to fucking the soccer field just to play some fucking ball. To not ever fucking want to play again because of my fucking fractured ankles, or I've always fucking, fucking them up, or fucking, or, just my whole face and shit. I had a pretty fucked up face on my fucking adolescent life. So I mean, that gave me a reason to feel a little bit of insecurity towards myself and shit too. You know what I'm saying? Because I had a slanked eyebrow. I have good arch eyebrows and shit from what I'm told by the ladies, right? But one of them, slanted because that's where my face fell on. You know, and it disfigured me for a little bit, made me self-conscious and shit. Because of my face, we all supposed to have a pretty face, right? We're supposed to be handsome. So we're supposed to be beautiful. Women too, our facial expressions tell us everything of what we're supposed to be doing. And that's something else that I reflect on too, because I was told that I show my emotions too much through my facial expressions. How does someone do that through facial expressions? Just because you're surprised by what you're hearing, or you're just you're trying to understand and have the things that have been told to you register a little bit. I mean, what does it mean? Like, what does it really mean? Like, am I doing something I'm not supposed to? Am I doing something right? Am I doing something wrong? By showing facial expressions? I don't know. But I question it. Am I not supposed to show my expressions through my face? Shit, man, I swear, this shit sounds depressing as fuck, but it's not that I'm trying to sound depressing or anything, you know what I mean? But I just been thinking a lot I just been in my own head a lot. And I know that I'm doing the right thing. I know that I'm making the right moves, but things still linger in the back of my head throughout the day. And it could be anything. It really can be anything. It could be thinking about my relationship with my siblings. It could talk. It could think about. I could think about relationship with my parents, my aunts, and my uncles. Cause as I mentioned before, right? Like I mean, you grew up in this bitch. You grew up in this fucking bitch ass of a world, right? Alone and by yourself. And everybody says family will always be there. X, Y, and Z through the good times or the bad times. But what exactly what exactly does that mean? Like how do we know when we're going through our up and how do we know when we're going through a down? Like my down, right? My down happened 6 months ago. Yeah. My down happened 6 months ago. And what the fuck have I been doing since then? All I've been doing is just being fucking productive, work, try to be a part of fucking things, help organizations, nonprofits, just give my fucking time. When in reality, I want to invest my time in that. You know, you know me. I mean, like I said, some of you guys know me, some of you guys don't. But you guys know that at the moment, I'm not mobile because of a little fucking incident I had with my fucking insurance. My insurance is screwing me over, type shit, right? But yo, I ain't embarrassed to fucking come out here in this motherfucking trap. I'm not embarrassed to ride a bicycle. I'm not embarrassed to ask for a ride. But there's times where I do feel embarrassed. It's a wave that just comes in out of the nowhere. But I'm not embarrassed to be a part of the people. I mean, so many interesting people. Like I'm telling you guys, like that's why I'm doing this shit. Is because as much as I fucking I come across so many people, and I hear their plans, and I hear their stories, and I'm intrigued in the sense of why here, why Rockford? Well, I mean, other than the fact that you probably had other siblings here already, right? But why? Why this fucking book ass town? I really don't know, but it's a good thing to want to know. Cause like I said, I've met so many people, so many interesting people. But all in all, like I'm scared and shit, and that shit sounds stupid as hell coming from me because I've always been the type of person to not show fucking fear. Stand 10 toes tall. Stand 10 toes tall. Sorry. Keep your back straight up. Chest pop pop. Don't look down. Always look up high. But then I'm the aggressor. I'm look like the one that's trying to look for problems. Like I don't understand what people want out of me as a person, not as a man, as a person. Because mind you, like I said, you gotta be fucking gender qualified and all that's like gender sensitive for all this shit that's going on in the world. I mean, I don't agree with half the shit, but it's fucking crazy to fucking be a part of it and be in it. I don't, I don't, I don't talk shit to people, nor do I want to put people down, because I don't nobody know what my position is, and I don't know what theirs is. I've always walked up into anything and everything wholeheartedly, open, open, knowing that, knowing the consequences and the repercussions that could come after. With me knowing that is pretty interesting, because I mean, say we all go into something very naive-ish, not knowing what the fuck we're getting into, and then we get played for fools every single fucking time. But but I as a person don't always want to be in that situation. Maybe I'm such a punk. I'm such a punk, right? That me not wanting to fight or get into arguments with this one person because I actually love them to the point where anything that came out of that individual's mouth was very important and it was engraved, and everything that this person said still sticks with me. She isn't around. She hasn't been around. Nor does she want me around. And that's the shit that bugs the fuck out of me. You know, it's fucking crazy that I really try my best not to cry or show tears or seems like I'm a fragile person, individual, because of all the things that I've went through emotionally. I went through a lot more emotional bullshit than I have physical, spiritually. Maybe I am tied. There's too many fucking souls out here that I'm going through what I'm going through because I haven't really let that go. You understand what I'm saying? Y'all understand what I'm trying to tell y'all? That maybe I'm so tied with all my exes or everybody that ever came across that I'm just like, fuck, man. But then those soul ties are connected to other soul ties, and it becomes other shit, right? It becomes fifth dimensional shit. I don't know, man. I really don't know. I'm just trying to live my life peacefully, and it is peaceful because I've met so many. Like I said, I've met so many interesting people, and I don't stop meeting different people. I don't want to stop. I'm gonna continue to grow as a person, and nothing's gonna hold me back. Maybe I'm getting where I'm wanting to go because I got that push from that person of not going into anything wholeheartedly anymore. But how is it fair for the next one, right? How is me not going wholeheartedly onto the next one fair for the next one? It isn't fair, right? It isn't fair. No, I want it to be fair. I'm gonna tell you that. I'm more scared of someone getting close to me and mentally and emotionally. Because physically, you can't hurt me. No one. I don't think there's no one in this world other than the Lord Himself. Come down here and smite me as we speak, and that can hurt me. physically, emotionally, and spiritually, and mentally. God damn, man. I mean, maybe it's all the same shit, but gosh, that's a fucking drag. That's a drag. But am I also the bigger person than knowing when the fuck to walk away from certain situations? Knowing that in that moment of when it was happening, it felt so great. But knowing, going back and reflecting on it, you're like, you sit back and you're like, whoa, why did I allow that to happen? Am I a bitch? Am I a coward? Those are just words. They don't mean shit. Because I stand on my character. I know there's another thing that people tell me a lot that, that we should smile so much. That we should smile and smile and smile. But some of us don't even want to fucking smile. Because we don't want to give up that energy to anyone else. We don't want people to I don't want people getting close to me like that and take my energy from me. I give it out too easily already. In a sense, I don't know. My time is my time. And I have a lot of time. If I'm not out here grinding, making my money at my 9 to 5, I'm out here doing some other extra shit, trying to collaborate with someone else and do some other shit. But guess what? I'm doing things that I love. If me and my homeboy Avery he never planted this seed on my ass, fucking wanting to fucking do this podcast with him, I probably wouldn't be here sitting and talking about this podcast with you guys. Simply because of that. I was too chicken shit. I was too embarrassed, yo. Like I was too scared of not knowing what I was gonna do. And guess what? I'm doing hella great. I feel like I'm doing great. Maybe my Spotify can go up to be a little bit better, but fuck, my YouTube, everybody's seeing. I'm seeing shit. I'm seeing actually people tune in. Who's new people? I don't know, but I support the fucking shit out of you guys. I support. I appreciate the love and support that you guys are holding out for me. Because it goes to show that you actually want to sit down and listen to what the fuck I got to say, even if it's not important to you, but it could be important to someone else. Like I said, all I want to do is be able to fucking have someone to be like, hey, I understand what that person's going through. I understand what that man's going through. As a woman too. I want women to fucking say, oh man, is that why my man's going through X, Y, and Z shit? Because he doesn't feel validated. And then I come across people who were married for 25 years and then they divorced each other. And I ask the questions, what happened? And it's always because of us men, right? We get forgotten. We get forgotten about. Does that make sense? We're always giving as men. But who thinks about us? Like my son's the one that thinks about me and as much as I think about him. You know, I think of my son. Maybe he doesn't think of me as much as I think of him, but I miss him all the time. I do hope that things would have been different between me and his mother. But I hold responsibility and I hold myself accountable for the shit that happened. I don't put it on them. I've not once ever put the things on them. Anyone of my exes. It was never them. It was me. In a shape, any way, shape, or form, it was always me. But when you go back and you look up how they're doing, I'm just gonna let my smile answer that. Cause I'm over here thinking that I need you, but in reality, I'm the one that you needed. You know, There was this person years ago who told me once, I've spoken to my family about you, but they also know about this other one. And I go back to my mom and I ask for advice, and she said, "What you need is a guy like him, someone that you need, but what you want is that over there, and what you want don't want you." Where's that person at? Single parent, single fucking parent, and you never grew up. They never grew up, and I ain't mad at them for that. Cause at the same time, I was older than them. You feel me? I was older than them. So to see where it transpired to, I'm glad it didn't happen. I'm glad it didn't happen. Cause yeah, I wholeheartedly give myself to everyone who I've ever been with. From my head to my toes, I gave it wholeheartedly. And to be get mistreated by the first one, be getting cheated on throughout the entire fucking relationship, and then I found about the dirtiest of dirty shit on Valentine's Day. Like the dirtiest of dirtiest shits. Like damn, for real, bitch. Like for real. On fucking Valentine's Day of all motherfucking days, I find out the shit that I do on Valentine's Day. Alright, fuck you, woo woo de woo. Boom. You just created a monster. Because I was giving everything from my heart, yo. You know what I'm saying? Like you guys have to understand, we all go through all this shit. We all go through it at any age or any fucking time in our life. We all go through it. No matter when, we all go through it. And that happened to me when I was 15. And then I turned 16. And that made it even worse, I think. No, I did. Because with all the side from already, I was running around in the streets at a young age, getting older, and I'm running out even more. Made it worse. Made it hella fucking worse. Because now I was just full of hate. I'm thinking, how can someone love you and do you dirty? Right? Like, I never understood that. But she wasn't doing, I mean, that bitch's story is ridiculous now. You fucking want to look back at it. I don't know how many motherfucking baby daddies that bitch got, but she got plenty. You feel me? Plenty of motherfucking baby daddies. And one was the nigga that she fucking told me about. Like, she cheated on me with. But that was years later, though. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you still went back to the bullshit. I didn't. I progressed and I leveled the fuck up and I never went back. Because I gave my shit to the streets. Everything I ever did, I took it out and I took it to the street. But then I went back to Mexico and I learned my roots or why the things that I do, what we do, all that shit. I came back with a whole different mentality. Like a whole different fucking mindset. A very, very leveled up mindset. Where it's like, this is fucking stupid. You know what I'm saying? Looking back and be like, yo, this is fucking stupid. Like, fucking stupid. I can't believe I was doing this shit. Because I got stabbed. Then my grandfather died. I get stabbed and then my grandfather dies a month later. Man, the fuck I want out of this shit. I didn't want none of it. I didn't want nothing to do with this fucking world. but I still walked away from it. I was still able to walk away from it. After my grandfather died, when my heart should have just sunk in and just became even darker than what it already was. No. I got with somebody who I thought was gonna help me level up. Yo, this person dragged me through the fucking mud. I'm talking through the mud, yo. But all in all, though, I forgave actually a long time ago. Cause it don't mean shit to me, but what it was in that moment, it was a moment. Now Erica, yo, like I said, she was something else. She dragged me through this fucking mud like it wasn't shit. All because of the last motherfucker she was with. And shout out to you, nigga, be fucking looking at this shit. Cause at the end of the day, I don't give a fuck. Cause it is what it is. It's my story, nigga. So, ¿me entiendes? It's my story, and I don't give a fuck. But that man's fucking bullshit and her bullshit linger to me getting dragged through all the bullshit. Talk about, I lost so much fucking weight being in that relationship. My parents thought that I was fucking sick every time they saw me. Every time they saw me, they thought I was sick. Because every time I was getting slimmer. Slimmer and slimmer and slimmer. But I still felt fat as fuck. I still felt like a fucking pinche gordito, like I've always felt. Little husky motherfucker, you feel me? Always. But no, I lost a lot of weight even in that relationship. And for 2 years, I put up with that bullshit until, I mean, some of you guys know the story, maybe others don't, right? But you know, that bitch gave me black eyes, you know what I'm saying? She gave me black eyes and purple ears. Oh, how hard she would hit. I don't condone domestic violence at all. At fucking all. Because that's the shit I grew up seeing. No, I don't condone it. How you gonna challenge a man's strength and a woman's strength? It's impossible. We're much more stronger. We're much more fucking stronger. So I allowed it to happen. I allowed it to happen because, hey, whatever we were going through at that time, I deserved it. That's what I thought. Whatever bullshit that was going through in that motherfucking moment, I, uh, I, uh, what's it called? I just said, man, fuck. I just said, I deserved it. So whatever fucking shape or form, whatever it was. Maybe because I didn't eat her food. Or I forgot to wash the dishes. Or fucking, let the dog piss in the house. Or not take him out. Something that you're gonna get as a fucking training puppy. You know what I'm saying? Type shit. You fucking, I just lost it. But I remember fucking sending her 2,000 roses on her 2-year anniversary date and told her to meet me at this little park at this location at a certain time because I really wanted to talk it out with her. I had gotten a little ring, an engagement ring, a stupid one, little fucking $500, $600 one at that time. Was just, thought it was for what we were at the kids, all this other shit. I thought it was great. I wait probably like a good hour and a half. She never showed. I uh I go to her mom. I go to her mom and dad's, which was our apartment house too, because we lived above them. And knock on the door. She come out, comes, even though she hated me, woo woo at the end. She would I asked her, hey, she around? And she's like, no, she ain't around. She's been gone with her sister for a pretty while, for a pretty long time now. I'm like, oh yeah. And in that moment, I already knew it was rap. It was rap. And she was a twin. So her other twin sister, they're both single, whatever the fuck. I don't really remember. So yeah, they're hanging out with other motherfuckers. So I call her. And I'm like, yo, did you get that? I even remember asking her, hey, did you get my flowers? And she's like, yeah, but fuck your flowers. I threw them motherfuckers in the garbage as soon as I got them. I'm like, what? Fuck your note too. I didn't even get the time to read that bitch. I just ripped it up and threw it in the garbage. I don't want you. You ain't shit but a fucking scrub. No bitch is ever gonna want you. You ain't shit. You is a fucking lame. You's a deadbeat, dirtbag. Yada yada yada. And she's going in on me, y'all. Like just ripping my ass a fucking new one. Like straight ripping it. And I believed it. I believed it. Because I went a very long time after her to be with anybody. I didn't want to be with anybody. I didn't give a fuck about anybody. I did that shit for a good 4.5 years straight, just saying fuck the world, fuck bitches. And guess what? Some of y'all know too, right? But that shit's embedded on my chest. That shit's trust no hoe, love no bitch. Or trust no bitch, love no hoe. However the fuck you want to put at it, that's what I stand on, right? That's what I stood on for a long fucking time. Because I didn't give a fuck about women, man. Women didn't give a fuck about me. I felt like I never gonna find nobody. Woo woo de woo, I'm out here, I'm a lost soul. I'm still a lost soul at times. But I'm out here making it, I'm here getting it. By myself. Like I've always been doing. Have I've always done. But I forgive her too. I forgave Erica a long time ago. Maybe God wasn't the one for her. Maybe the next motherfucker that she got with was 6 months down the road, she ended up getting pregnant by. Maybe he treated her like shit. Like the other motherfucker did and that she was used to and I wasn't doing. I don't feed into that shit, yo. Like I hope people understand when I say this shit. Like I don't feed into this shit. You tell me your traumas, I'm listening, I'm paying attention, and I do my best, my utterly best to not to trigger you. Because I know what it feels like to get triggered, right? And I don't like it. I don't like triggering people. I don't. I've always wanted to be that safe space. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can come talk to him without any judgment in the world. You know what I'm saying? Like, maybe I was for some people, And maybe I wasn't for some others. And at the end, I'm sorry, y'all. Like, for real. If I wasn't that, I'm sorry. But but yeah, I left that shit alone. Was out here running the streets, dogging bitches, not giving a fuck, fuck your feelings, I don't give a fuck, broke hearts, all that shit. I didn't care until, I gave it a shot again with somebody that I went to school with. At first it was great, she was a mom, but I didn't realize that she had just given birth to another kid 3 days before my birthday, and I'm just like, what the fuck? But I still took her out on a date. I said, I didn't give a fuck, you know what I'm saying? I didn't care about any of that. I didn't give a fuck about the past or past. I don't. To this day, I don't give a fuck. Because I'm not them. Help me and help you understand that, y'all. I ain't fucking them. So every fucking experience that I went through in life and shit, when it came to this love shit, man, this shit has not been easy on the motherfucker. But there was times where I felt like I was floating on water. I felt like Jesus. I felt like fucking Jesus. And I can't even say that because that's blasphemy, man. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even say it like that. But what I'm saying is that, yeah, I gave this one a shot, but she lost her father through our relationship, and I didn't know how to deal with that. You know what I'm saying? Simply because I haven't lost anybody close to me like that yet. Yeah, I lost my grandfather years ago and my grandmother, but it's not like I could go visit them whenever the fuck I want. You feel me? So, so saying that, it's like I got to learn a whole different experience of being with somebody as they grieve after a loss. And that's a whole other level. And I'm a born again Christian. And I'm living in sin. And I'm. Come on, man. Let's be realistic. I was doing what everybody does. You feel me? Fuck all that shit. I was fucking, you know what I'm saying? But that's not what I'm getting at either way. It's just the fact that, yeah, I was doing all that stupid shit. It's not, okay, it's not stupid. Let me rephrase that. I was over here doing all these things that I shouldn't have been doing. But then my insecurity is what broke that off. My jealousy, my 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 over self-esteem, I had no self-esteem even though I felt like I was a shit. I felt great. I looked good. I looked do whoop de woo, right? I still didn't feel enough. I don't know. Cause she was working with a whole bunch of motherfuckers that was shooting shots at her while I was at work, and then I didn't like that. Woo woo de woo. So yeah, we ended up breaking up because of my insecurity. But guess what? I didn't fall in love with one person, you guys. I fell in love with three people, and those were the fucking kids too. I fell in love with the children. You know how emotionally unstable that shit fucking was when I had to fucking just get up and go, and not been able to say goodbye. It's not goodbye. It's more like see you later type of shit. Cause the kids had no fault in none of this shit. And she's right. She had all the obligations to walk away from all that shit. We had nothing tied to us. We were married. We were just living together. I just got my shit left. That was my fault. Whatever. But then come to find out years down the road, you became a fucking heroin addict, bitch. Like, for real. Oh, or you were probably doing it while we were together. But I didn't know the clues of the shit because I wasn't involved in all that bullshit. You feel? You know what I'm saying? Like, it's like, yo, what the fuck? What kind of bullshit is this shit? I don't like this shit. Like, yo, what the fuck? But then the next person that comes around, she's a recovering heroin addict. But then that's when that shit gets darker, right? Because I'm like, hey, it's cool. You used to do it. Like it ain't no thing for me. Just as long as you're not relapsing, I'll support you 100% in your recovery. Cause that's what I did. I supported. Like, yo, what you doing? I got you. Just hold me down if shit goes to the left. But that shit didn't. That shit didn't last for shit either. Just a couple months. But in those couple months, guess what happened? It goes back to my story. I jump out of a fucking car on Father's Day, 2015, June 21st. It'll always be a day for me to fucking remember, right? A day for me to fucking remember. Lost my sense of taste and smell that I didn't realize I lost it 6 months down the road. I showed my love and I tested the loyalty. And guess what? This bitch failed right off the jump. Instead of being there right next to me, not wanting to fucking go to this little fucking 6 Flag gate bullshit. No disrespect. Like I said, no disrespect. But it was just, you know what I'm saying? It was at that moment like, yo, what the fuck? You chose those recovering addicts, gay addicts over me. I guess your heart wasn't really with your heart wasn't never really with me, like you mentioned, like you said it was, or they say they was. Some fucking good stuff, man. And then fucking, I'm on this sobriety fucking life lessening type shit because I look at it like this, man. If I'm able to fucking do something as stupid as jumping out of a car when I'm drunk, what else am I capable of doing? Do I want to be the phone call of, hey, he got into an accident? Did he make it back alive? I ain't trying to be that, man. I'm not trying to be the one like Winnebago County inmate. No, because I killed somebody. No, I grew the fuck up. I leveled up in the fucking sense of like, yo, this shit isn't for you. And then finding out that I'm depressed. That's why I drank the way that I did. That's why I indulge on $150 a week in fucking alcohol every fucking week on just going to the bars, $30 here, $40 there, on just booze, 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 booze. And for what? To fill on a fucking void because I felt like I was fucking alone and I thought this life thing was with a companion and it ain't fucking working for me. Like fuck. And then I meet my son's mom. She's supportive of the shit. All my friends are supportive of it. But at this time, I'm smoking though. You know what I'm saying? It's like I guess I picked up one bad habit. I led one vice and I picked up another. But it's not a vice in the sense for me. It's like, yo, I'd rather do this than do that and have severe consequences of that if things were to go left. I'm always trying to go right because I want to be right, not to be perfect, but to know that I know I'm aware of the shit. I'm aware of what's going on. I know what's going on. Fucking But in the time that me and my son's mom are in the mix, we didn't know what we wanted out of it. I didn't know what, to be honest, I didn't know where it could lead to because of all the shit that I've already been through that I wasn't trying to deal with shit. And she had just gotten out of some shit with her baby daddy. So, and then it's a small fucking world. I know who he is. Wow, what the fuck? Who would have thought? But guess what? That bitch Ashley though cheated on me with this nigga too when we were kids. But I was so stupid. He was dumb as fuck too though, cause we thought we were just friends. She told him I was a friend. She told me he was a friend. But guess what? She's fucking on both of us type shit. You feel me? Like, come on, man. All because that motherfucker had a car too. I didn't have a fucking car. I was just a young ass kid who out the jump type shit. But what I'm getting at though is that it's a small world. I end up knowing who he is. Yada yada yada. I ain't got no problem with it unless he ain't got a problem with it. But no, right? So when me and her mom got together, 6 months down the road, 7 down the road, I cheated. And it was something that I didn't do it intentionally. It just happened. I admitted it to it. I told her about it years later that I did it. Am I proud of it? No. But everyone before all of this shit was loyalty. I've always been loyal to who I've always been with. But this loyalty was on the other side, not from me. My loyalty is always 10 toes solid. And I'm right there with you no matter what. Through thick and thin. I'm going to fucking ride with you. But people don't want to ride with me. Is it because of my character? I don't know, man. I grow up and I grow every fucking day. I'm not saying that I'm not the same person who I was 10 years ago. That's not who I am. I'm not the same person who I was 5 fucking years ago. I'm not the one who was 15 years ago. Let's go back 20 years ago. I'm not that fucking kid. I'm not that teenager. I'm not that fucking that 25-year-old. I'm now, man. Like, yo, I'm learning and I'm growing through each and every fucking day of this shit. You know what I'm saying? But when that shit happened, I find out that she's pregnant. Like, whoa. But at the same time, it's like, it was bound to happen because I was only with her, you know what I'm saying? Even though throughout the whole time, majority of the time, you know what I'm saying? I was with her. I mean, my loyalty was always with her. It stood there. But it was just under some different circumstances. Whatever the fuck you want to call it. We're together down for her for the longest. And then it happens again where I felt that she didn't respect me anymore, or I didn't feel like I was doing my part anymore. I just I was always struggling, and I didn't know who else to blame, but I blame myself. Maybe I did pick up a bad fucking smoking habit, but at the same time, this shit was helping me feel like I was more control of my situations than I was before. Because before I would outburst in flames, but now I'm not. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not. So maybe her mom did hit my son's mom did see a little bit the dark side of me that I didn't want to show anybody else. But at the same time, I always thought that going and having altercations was part of fucking relationship. But I guess I was doing it to the extreme. You know what I'm saying? So I stopped. So I like stop. This next person comes around, and I said, "Fuck it. I'm gonna give this 100% because I'm gonna show you." And I showed what I showed. I did what I did, and it was like it felt like it wasn't enough. For every party though, every single one who I was ever with, I gave it 100%. Every fucking one. My son's mom, yes, that was my downfall on that. Did I learn from it? Yes. Would I do it again? No. No. It's hurtful. It's very hurtful. I get it. But at the same time, everybody knew of their existence. And that's the shit that fucking blows my fucking mind with this one. This last one. I love hard and I love yo. Like I love hard. I give it 100%. And everybody knows that I give it. I do everything that I possibly can, from cooking to washing clothes to fucking vacuuming the house, cleaning the litter box, fucking taking the dogs out, fucking mowing lawns, all the household necessities. I know how to do it, and that's coming from a man. When a man is supposed to not be able to do none of this shit, we're just supposed to kick back and just enjoy life, while we just go and bust our grind. No, I don't think that way. I'm not that way. I'm not. No, we all work equally. So maybe my baby mama's relationship was in the sense of, yeah, like, hey, when she was feeling 50, I wasn't giving her the other 50 that she needed. Because I was worried on God knows other bullshit or whatever the fuck I was thinking about that motherfucking time. You know, I started fucking building my own business too, you know what I'm saying? Like, shit. I could do these fucking things, but I never had the support. And that's what bona fides and blows my fucking mind. I don't really think I've fully gotten the full support from any of my partners who I gave it 100% on. Like, but it's like, but I'm sorry though, to everybody. I'm really, really sorry for everybody. To everybody. I apologize. I apologize for not being a man. And whatever scenario, scenario was, or whoever it was, I wasn't a man enough for whatever the situation was. Maybe I just, yeah, you're right. Maybe I just took up and got enough and left, because at the end of the day, I had no responsibilities or anything tied to me other than my son. And my son to this day is the number one thing that's holding me together, because he mattered. He matters to me. I might have not mattered to my parents, or maybe I have mattered, but it's to a whole different fucking experience of levels and shit to this shit. This type of love. Like I said, nobody's fucking giving a book on showing you how to love your fucking kids and how we give it back. But also, when you're compared a lot to the last motherfucker, I think that's when I have to draw the line too. Because I'm not them. I am me. I am Oscar Silva. I am Oscar the motherfucking hamster dog. I am Oscar, aka Peaches. Because that boy's sweet. Like a motherfucking peach. You know, you feel me? All of my little fucking nicknames that I've ever gotten from my friends who know that matter to me and know me for that little stupid ass nickname is because they gave it to me. You feel me? I was giving hamster dog by an old fucking friend of mine who, at the end of the day, motherfucker, are you really my friend, or you just let this fucking power shit get to your fucking bullshit head? Or did you never really grow up out of the bullshit? I know, bitch, man, and everybody knows that. I could show some fucking size of myself that I don't want to show to fucking people. Because that's not who I am anymore. I'm fucking up here. I'm continue to going up here. All I want to do is just continue to grow as an individual. And it's crazy because, you know, as of lately, I've been hearing these conversations that we aren't here to help women. And that's what I always did for everybody. I supported everybody in their fucking dreams and everybody. I supported everybody 100%. Everybody had their fucking dreams and I supported them. But not one fucking person's ever supported my ass. Every fucking choice I made was a stupid one. But it's a learning one. If you want to be realistic. Every move I made was a realistic fucking move. And it helped me grow. And a learning one. Show you loyalty. Show you how to respect. Show you faithfulness. Independence. You know what I'm saying? And I stand firmly and I strongly believe and I stand firm on all those things. But that's just me. All my friends love me. And I know that I have mad love from everybody and I know that. And even if I don't see it, I know I have mad love. Because when I was in your life, as any individual, I felt that the conversations we always had or have and continue to have when we meet up are always going to be progressive ass thoughts. Progressive fucking moves. Because all I want my people to do is just continue to grow. You feel me? I'm a man before anything. And my word is my word. I stand on that. And there's times where I do cry, where I do want to cry. As of now, as I'm talking about these little stories, these little experiences of my love, it's like, okay. Now the next one that comes around, best believe, it's gonna go that. Or, fuck it. What if I just stay by myself for the rest of my fucking life? And just keep waiting for her to come back? It's always that. Because I've always like I've mentioned, I've come across videos and I've come across little things that are powerful that in the sense of like, when a man loves a woman, he will forever love that woman. No matter how long it goes, if it's a day, fucking 7 days, 7 months, 7 years, 15 years, 20 years, I will for always love that woman as a man. We'll always remember those loves. But when you find that one that really, really, that you love, and you gave it your fucking all, even trying to change my ways from, but then come to realize, like, you can't change me. This is who I am. You take me as I've taken you, with all of everyone else's troubles. I put them on my shoulders, but I walked away respectfully, or I was turned away. I think that was the most doggish way that someone could fucking let someone go, just over a fucking text. But it was like, I could have done a lot also, right? But I'm not, that's then, this is now. Like I'm saying, this is just now. I'm thinking now, I could have done things different. Yes, I could have. I wish no harm upon no one else, but I just don't want to look at it and be like, it was always me. I hold my accountability 100% for every fucking thing. And I tell you guys that all the time. My friends and family, all of them, I tell that shit. I stand firmly on what I say because that's who I am. I seen faces. I seen it all. I seen it all. Lived it all as a youngster. Nobody wants to live like that. But maybe my experience is not enough. I don't know. Maybe my experience is just fucking normal shit to other people. I can't compare. And I'm not comparing. Because we all have a story. We all have a fucking story. We all have love stories. But guess what though? At the end of the day, like I keep going back to these streets. Just am I for the streets? But in the sense of I just want to help growth. Explanate mental health, yo. Like mental health on men is a fucking a virtue. It's not. It's man. Can't put it into fucking words and how much it means a lot to me. But each one though, everyone that I've loved and I love, because I love all of them at one point for a reason, and their beauty has nothing to do with it because they're all beautiful. Everyone in each way, shape, or form is beautiful to me. And there's, I don't feel like I need to top this last one off. Huh? But mind you, this goes back right. That's what I want. It's not what I need. And maybe I was something that she wanted, but not what she needed. It's crazy how those words come back 8 years later, right? And I'm recording at this. I'm recording this shit at that. No, man. Like I said, no, all my things, yo, I just try to make them unfiltered and raw as possible as can to my exponential growth as a human being, as an individual, as a person. ¿Me entienden? You hear me? I know I need to come up with another episode where I just speak straight up Spanish so I can express things that I can't really express in English. And the ones that are listening might be like, this motherfucker snap. Or, está pendejo ese güey. They're gonna think this motherfucker stupid. But all in all is all love. That's all I want to know. Hey, man, if I just get a second of your time just to hear me the fuck out on some shit, just hear me out. But all this stuff has been on my mind for the last couple of days. And, I guess I'm closing that chapter. Like I'm finally saying, I'm closing that chapter of where I'm at with this last relationship that I was just in. I loved it wholeheartedly. I loved heart, loved man. It's like, man, yeah, no, fuck it. She would say, she made a comment that sticks with me. That would always stick with me. She's like, I always know that your flowers come from your heart and from you. I'm like, what do you mean? What? And she said, I have received hundreds and hundreds of dollars worth of flowers. But for me, the ones that you've given me have always been the most beautiful because they come from you. Huh. I guess I am a beautiful human being after all. I'm not cold-hearted how I once upon thought I was. I know my value as a man, and go through the hardship that I went through emotionally, mentally, yes, and a bit spiritually, I have to let it all go. I have to let it go. If it's been for me, it'll come back for me, right? If I manifest it right, it can come back to me. But maybe by that time, I don't know where I'll be. Or will I ever be? if that makes sense. Will I ever be around still? And I'm not saying it in that, fucking way, shape, or form either. But, anything could happen. Tomorrow's never promised. Today is a gift. That's why it's called the present. Shout outs to Kung Fu Panda for that shit. You know what I'm saying? Because them motherfuckers are the ones that influence all that shit. But I think I'm free. I think I'm free from all the hurt, all the hurts, all the hurt that I have caused at one point. I'm sorry, and I'm sorry wholeheartedly, and apologize wholeheartedly as a man, as a fucking man. So thanks you guys for fucking tuning in for another episode of Oscar Wants to Know, and today it's about love, yo. What's love got to do with it? I don't know. Love got a lot to do with it. God has a lot to do with it too. So, well, we are gods. Now, that's a whole nother topic. But shout out to you guys for tuning in. And once again, thank you for all the support. It means a lot. And again, even if you tune in for a minute or two, just drop me a comment. I want to hear some feedback for real. Whoever's out there watching this shit. Positive or negative, I don't give a fuck. Shoot your shot. That's what I'm here for. I'm here for that constructive criticism. Let me know where I need to focus on more as a person. Where you guys feel that I'm lacking in a little bit. I don't know. Like I said, help me grow, man. Help me fucking grow, and I hope you guys grow. That's all I want to do. Progress as a human. All right. Mad love from the heart again. Mad love. All right.